Eddie Hearn, there was an interview I watched the other day, and Eddie Hearn is calling out Michael Hunter. And he says that they sent an offer to Michael Hunter for him to fight Hrgovic, and Michael Hunter has gone silent. So that's disappointing to me. Michael Hunter's a guy who's always talking about he'll fight anybody and he'll fight this one for free and that one for free. And I think Michael Hunter is an underrated heavyweight. But apparently he hasn't returned Eddie Hearn's calls about this Filip Hrgovic fight. What do you think about that fight?
I think it is a situation where maybe, there is what I think, there is the reality. I think that Michael Hunter is on a mission, but I think the draw against Povetkin really hurt him because he thinks deeply that he won the fight, like many people, but he understands that that he's not a big name. And whenever there is a close decision, his opponent will get the benefit of the doubt. I think he understands that now. So maybe he knows that if he fights Hrgovic, the fight will get close because Hrgovic is a very good fighter. We don't know how good yet, but so far he's very impressive. Stylistically, I think Michael Hunter likes people to come to him. Hrgovic is probably not going to come to him. He's not going to give him as many opportunities to counter as Povetkin did. So maybe he's thinking to himself that would be a difficult fight. And if it's any close, which it will probably be, that would give Hrgovic the fight.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We will see. But if the fight happens, I expect it to be a very close fight.
Yeah, I think that's a good assessment. I think with Hrgovic, like you say, he doesn't really. He kind of reminds me a bit of Vitaly Klitschko. He's got a similar style,
Yes.
and he has a similar mentality. So Hrgovic is not, again, he's not an emotional guy at all. Hrgovic is a very old school Eastern European kind of mentality, very disciplined, very, hardcore, but disciplined. And obviously Povetkin's like that too, but Povetkin being a shorter guy, an older guy, Hunter was able to get to him. Whereas with Hrgovic, I think he would take his time. He wouldn't be in a rush to try and get to Michael Hunter. He would just slowly walk him down with the jab and stuff like that and just keep it at a distance. So yeah, stylistically, I think that's a very difficult fight for Michael Hunter. I actually think that Michael Hunter would have a better chance against somebody like Dylan White or even Andy Ruiz. I think he'd have a better chance against those guys. In fact, they said that in the sparring because, he was Ruiz's sparring partner for the Joshua fight, I think, for the rematch. And they said that the rumors are that he was beating the crap out of Ruiz in sparring.
Yeah, Michael Hunter was giving the business to Andy Ruiz. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Michael Hunter, for me, is basically, when I think about his style, he's a bit like, I don't know if you will agree with the comparison, but he's a bit like Corey Sanders in his style, like a very aggressive boxer puncher. He will wait for his opportunity and when he has it, he will jump on his opponent. He will not just only try to stick the jab.
I think that in his mentality, is like Corey Sanders. His style, not so much, but his mentality, because Corey Sanders had like a big left hand. Michael Hunter doesn't really have that kind of punch, the right hand that he relies on, because Sanders would rely on his left hand so much. Like in the Vitaly Klitschko fight, that's the only punch he was throwing, really, was just the left hand. That's it. Whereas Michael Hunter doesn't really have one shot that he can rely on to hurt people with. Michael Hunter throws both shots, left hooks, right? Because he dropped Kuzma with a left hand, I think it was.
Yeah.
With a left hook, yeah. So, yeah, he's got a similar kind of mentality to Corey Sanders where he gets very excited. If he hurts you, he'll get very excited and he won't wait. He'll go straight in to attack you, yeah. He's definitely like that. And he can, and that's the difference as well. Corey Sanders was a genuinely big puncher. Michael Hunter, I think he's got decent power. It's okay. But he fights like he's a puncher, because when he hurts you, he's going for you. He don't care how big you are or anything like that. He's going to try and take your head off.
Yeah, against Povetkin, but that's for his detriment too, because I'm telling you, for me, when he fought Povetkin, if he had been a little bit more economical, he could have won this fight easily.
Yeah.
But wait a second. Because in the first 2-3 rounds, He tried so hard to take Povetkin's head off. He had then to rest himself for the 6th, the 7th, 8th, etc. And he lost a lot of rounds because of that.
Yeah, it's true. He didn't pace himself very well. And that's something he's done in a few fights. He hasn't really paced himself well because he gets excited. That's something that him and his trainer, Hatman, they need to work on. It's just pacing himself, staying a bit more calm in the early rounds. Yeah, but I think he really wanted to impress because he was over there in Saudi Arabia. He was very excited about being in Saudi Arabia, I know that obviously Hassan Ratman is Muslim and Michael Hunter was wearing like traditional Muslim clothes and all this kind of stuff. He was very excited to be there. He was excited to be on a big show, and he wanted to steal the show basically. So he was looking for a knockout against Povetkin. That's why he fought like that. But yeah, the next time he's on a big show, the next time he has a big opportunity, he definitely needs to take his time more, especially if he's in there against somebody experienced, because Povetkin has been there before. Yeah, he's had people try and knock him out, Vladimir Klitschko and all these different fighters. So he knows how to behave when he's under pressure. He knows how to get through those rough times in the fight.
But once again, what Eddie Hearn said is not necessarily true,
Yeah, could be the case. But that's what I'm saying. We have to wait and see if Michael Hunter's going to respond, because Eddie Hearn called him out publicly. He actually looked at the camera and said, "Michael, we've sent you the offer to fight Hrgovic. Where you at?"
Yeah, Hunter is probably going to come and say the offer was not great. It's
maybe.
That's a fight I would like to see. If the fight happened, I think Hrgovic will win on points.
Yeah, I could see that. Because he has the machine behind him. He's got the Sauerlands and Eddie Hearn and DAZN, whereas Michael Hunter doesn't even have any kind of promotional deal. He doesn't have a TV deal, nothing. So, yeah, I'm not saying that it would be a robbery or anything, but if it's a close fight, you have to imagine they're going to give it to Hrgovic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they give it to him.
The fight I really would like to see is Hrgovic against Alen Babic. That's what we want to see.
Yeah.
Because, Hrgovic said that. Didn't he said that Babic doesn't even deserve to look at him or talk to him or something like that?
Yeah. But I don't know, man. Like, I'd rather see Alen Babic fight some other people before they put him in with Hrgovic. Like if they put him in with Hrgovic now, I would 100% be picking Hrgovic to win.
Yeah.
I would not be picking Alen Babic at all. I want to see Babic against some other guys, lower down. I mean, actually, shout out to Devin, because Devin said that, what's the guy called? Yeah. He said that, what's the guy's name now? He calls himself the Beast. What's his name? There's some...
I was about to say John Mugabe. No.
No, not the John Mugabe. What's his name? He's a heavyweight who's a former MMA fighter. And he tries to fight like Mike Tyson. The Beast.
Wilson? No.
Something the Beast. It's at the tip of my tongue. I can't remember his name. But anyway, he would be a good fight for Alen Babic. He's a big, strong guy. He's aggressive. James the Beast Wilson. Thank you. Yes.
James Wilson. Yeah.
James Wilson. Right. Him against Alen Babic. I'd like that fight.
Okay.
Yeah, because the guy's strong. He's not very good, but he's strong. He's aggressive. He's athletic. He can punch. So let's see him against Babic. I think that would be a good next fight. Although Babic is coming back from some kind of bicep or shoulder injury or something. So, yeah, that'd be a good fight for him. If you'd like to access all my boxing content advert-free and enjoy the convenience of listening via a podcast app with the option to download in high-quality MP3, then consider joining me on Patreon. In addition to the aforementioned perks, you'll also gain access to exclusive weekly live stream Q&A sessions and hangouts, as well as uncensored, no-holds-barred uploads which are too blue for YouTube. This includes my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. We've also got a Discord server where you can come and chat and hang out with myself and other members. Just head on over to my Patreon page and select the tier called Hatman Boxing Extra. There's no contract, there's no commitment, it's only £2.50 a month and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of hardcore boxing enthusiasts by signing up with me here on Patreon today.